So the reason that you are struggling to grow your school, struggling to grow your MRR, probably has nothing to do with how good you are as a coach. Probably isn't either your content being bad. You're probably just using an outdated model that works against how the human brain is wired. And so Ricky and I have been testing a new model for the past few years. MRR grows faster because it is more psychologically seductive to the brain of the buyer. This is how we turn a failed fitness membership around from below zero to $1.2 million in 18 months with tattooed members. See, we love the community model, but it started to feel like you're just constantly chasing new members. You're a marketer, not a coach, right? And we got into this game because we want the freedom and we want the fulfillment to do what we love every day, get paid every day doing what we love with the people we like, right? See, we never wanted a job, right? Our dad kept telling us, get a job, get a job. It was when our mom pulled us out of English class in high school and took us to the Ramada, barely paying attention. This guy's talking drop shipping, but it was the first time we realized how much money can be made on the internet with no borders, no bosses, no alarm clocks. So by the time we were 18 and out of high school, we were just so adamant that this is our path. We want freedom, we want fulfillment, we want internet money. We didn't really have any expertise to sell. And so we spent our entire 20s trying to figure that out. We were working with coaches, we were working with consultants, and we were just testing everything we could on marketing, right? Website creation, SEO, VSLs, just trying to figure out what is going to work because we knew that we were one funnel away. We were deep inside the ClickFunnels cult and we were one funnel away. 2017 hit and the client that we'd been working for 8 years said, we're going internal. We knew that that meant we were fired and we had no method, we had no savings, and basically no direction on what to do next. It was just this rock bottom realization that we have to stop trying to get better at marketing and we have to start figuring out how to make our clients more marketable. We figured if we knew what people wanted and how to be more attractive, we wouldn't have to work so hard at the attraction side of things. And so we realized there's these cult brands out there. There's these brands that people already spend so much money on. And so they already exist as a category. And so there must be a system, there must be a method behind it. So this led us to a path of living in cheap Mexican hostels while just studying the psychology behind these cult brands. Why do people buy what they put out, right? Why do people join cults, right? Like, why do people make these decisions? It really came down to one thing. Humans are wired to belong to tribes of like-minded people for safety, for survival, and we still are. People buy from people like themselves, and people don't buy from people unlike themselves. Difference was danger, and similarity was safety to the brain, and it still works this way. People will fight to be in these tribes where they feel like they belong. And so after hunting all the secrets behind that, right? We had this whole slew of like cult psychology secrets. And so we finally got to give it like the ultimate test. And so Funk Roberts, we had met him a few years earlier and he was going to shut down his membership site. Like he was so good at getting members. He had a big YouTube following, like 700,000 people. He was really great, and they would join, but they didn't want to stay for what he had built. So cancellations, refunds, chargebacks, he decided he was going to shut it all down. We came in and we're like, well, hold on. So we spent a day reworking his entire narrative. What is the message? Who is he targeting? What is he saying, right? And we turned his membership-based offer into a mission-based offer. Then we just relaunched, right? And so to the same audience, to the same list, within a few months, we are making 10K a month. And within 18 months, we were at 1.2 million. One dude even went from brand new to branded in 112 days. Brucey got the tattoo over 40 Brotherhood after just 112 days in the program. And that's when we knew we had something here. And then we got to walk the stage. We got to shake hands with Rusty Brunson. We got to hold our 2 Comedy Club award. And it was that full circle moment that we knew we had finally figured it out. So while most coaches and communities are trying to grow their MRR with more new members, hoping that the next ad or funnel or sales page tweak is going to be the thing that gets them a flood of new members, we learned the hard way that growing your MRR is not about more or better marketing, because MRR isn't about more new members, it's about getting more per member.
It's not a marketing problem, it's a belonging problem. And that's why we don't build our community around content, we build it around the collective. Because according to cult psychology, you can't make someone want to buy, but you can make them want to belong. And if you can make a member feel like they belong, then you have a customer for life because they're going to want to pay to stay. They're going to want to buy the t-shirt. They're going to want to refer their friends. They're going to want to buy everything else you create because it's made for people like them. And a study by Motista showed that a customer with an emotional connection to a brand is 306% higher lifetime value than those without that emotional connection. And we've seen it, we've felt it, and we've built it, and we've refined it down to what we call the cult creator model. So here's the cult creator model for turning a common community into a customer cult so you can get paid every day to change lives at scale doing what you love with the people you like. So in order to grow your community from the inside out by earning more per member, then you need these 3 systems. Number 1, attraction. So we can't grow a community if we can't first get new members through the door, right? And we can't build a strong community with the wrong members because we don't want members who just lurk and leave when they think they got what they need. We want members who want to pay and stay for life. And that's why we don't sell access to content or a community of like-minded people. We create an offer that creates psychological buy-in so that it attracts the right members because they feel like they belong, and it repels the outsiders who don't belong. The second system we need to grow our MRR is engagement, because we can't grow a community if members don't engage in the content or the community. But the problem is that humans are terrible at following through and doing what's good for them, even if we paid for it. Plus, your members are already in a bunch of other communities. They're not just in one, they're in plenty of them, all fighting for the limited time and attention of these members. So we need to give members a reason to keep coming back to our community. And that's why we can't rely on content to keep them progressing and posting and paying. We need to create behavior change so that they get out of their own way to actually take action and follow through in the classroom long enough to create results that get you testimonials that help you attract more of the right members. Okay, the third system we need to grow our community MRR is retention, because we can't grow a community if members keep canceling and leaving after a month or two, because then we have to spend all our free time chasing more new members, hoping that they're going to stay a little bit longer. And then we're on a constant hamster wheel of chasing new members instead of doing what we wanted to, which is coaching our members and helping people change lives, right? Coaches, not marketers, for the most part. So that's why we can't rely on content or cheap engagement and retention features to make people want to belong. We actually have to create a sense of tribal belonging and cult bonding between our members so they feel like one of us, so that canceling isn't just losing access to content in a classroom or a community of like-minded people. It's losing a piece of themselves. So this is how we helped Steve go from gym trainer to online fitness coach, making 12K MRR with the Vascular Gentleman. And this is how we helped Russell turn his DVD set into 43 months. We're talking over 3 years of consistent paying members without even touching it. This is how we helped Jared go from I have a marketing problem and I might shut down my membership to relaunching with the cult creator model, getting 80 new paying members on launch and 50 cent leads on Facebook. This is how we helped Funk create so much engagement and social proof that helps him attract more of the right members who want to pay and stay for life because they feel like they belong. And Funk even helped another fitness trainer who's now making $109,000 per month, only working about 2 hours a day. He used to work 16 hours a day. But after implementing the cult creator model, he's working a couple hours a day, and his wife said, "Thank you for giving me my husband back," because these things are meant to work without you, right? So this is our 3-step framework to build for tribal belonging. So first, we need to create psychological buy-in to attract the right members and repel the outsiders. And then we need to create behavior change to actually get members out of their own way so they engage in the content and the community long enough to get results. And then we need to increase tribal belonging and connection between our members so that they feel like one of us and they never want to leave. And when members feel like they belong, then they pay to maintain their tribal status, they refer others like themselves, and they buy the t-shirt, the merch, and the other products that you want to sell or affiliate because it's made for people like us. So if you're ready to start or grow a community to create more monthly recurring revenue and results, you can get paid every day to change lives at scale, doing what you love with the people you like, and you're not just another course bro, but you actually give a shit about getting results for your members, then come join our community of experts inside the Cult Creators School, where we'll show you how to build something worth belonging to so you can attract more of the right members who want to pay and stay for life. Don't sell access to content, sell access to a collective. And don't build another common community that nobody wants to join. Build a customer cult. Let's get it.